I'm a little scared. Don't you know that Egyptians traveled to the Grand Canyon?
What?
Yeah.
The United States Grand Canyon?
No. Which other Grand Canyon is there? Are there other? No, it's the Grand Canyon, not the Grander or the Grand. It's the Grand Canyon.
It's not a Grand Canyon.
It's not the Grandy. It's the Grandy Canyon. It's kind of Grandy.
It's the
Grand Canyon.
It's the Grand Canyon. It's not the Grand Canyon, though, right?
No, it's the Grand Canyon. Fuck,
okay.
That's right there. Well, check it out. A lot of people don't know this, but it is completely irrefutable and beyond a shadow of a doubt that Egyptians had a society inside the Grand Canyon.
What? Egyptians?
It's true.
Come
it's just true.
on.
There were Egyptians inside the Grand Canyon way before a white man got here, way before the Native Americans were here. There were ancient Egyptians inside the Grand Canyon. But the fact of the matter is that on April 5th, 1909, in an edition of the Arizona Gazette, it had an article about the discovery of a series of bizarre caves and even artifacts in the Marble Canyon region of the Grand Canyon.
That's insane.
And this is reported by two Smithsonian, so it's such a weird, get you all the time, Smithsonian-funded archaeologists, Professor S.A. Jordan and Professor G.E. Kincaid. And they discovered a giant cave structure that shows undeniable proof that there is an ancient Egyptian civilization inside the Grand Canyon.
That completely changes the narrative of human migration from Africa to the other parts of the world.
But did they migrate? Or did they transport?
Well, why would they want to go where it's like it's hot as shit at the bottom of the Grand Canyon?
Well, have you been to Egypt? Have you gone to Egypt for the nice, cool winters?
No. Okay, no.
Yeah, just going skiing in Egypt, want to make a snowman at the Giza.
Why would they? It's hot as shit at the bottom of the Grand Canyon.
They went and found the exact same thing that they're like, they came out like, this is out the same,
all right. I'm just saying it is. It's fucking hot.
But no, these two guys, and they're from the Smithsonian, and they found, and it's a whole article. You can find the whole article. It's right there. And very similar, in my mind, to the Roswell articles. Because when Roswell happened, you can find the articles of saying they found ships. They even have articles that were posted the day of that say they found bodies. And then the next day, like, oh, no, it was a weather balloon.
We were just funning.
Yeah, we're just joshing.
Which newspaper was this reported in? Because this seems like if it was something that was actually reported, then you're right. We could make a print of it right now, put it on the fucking billboard, and more people would know about it.
There it is. It's the Arizona Gazette. 1909. And the odd thing is that now, if you go to the Smithsonian, there is no information about this. It has all been wiped clear. They've given the Men in Black thing. There is no information.
What?
They claim that none of this happened. They'll even go to the point of saying those people didn't exist.
Jesus.
And even the article is there.
That's
it's
heartless.
got, and they claim that they found an area, a cavernous area that could even support up to 50,000 people.
50,000?
Yeah, and they say they found artifacts, and they all had a combination of either Egyptian and they would say Oriental. Look, they claim to found
Asian, right?
Right, yeah, but this is 1909.
1909 racist shit, yeah, but like whatever. They were learned men, GE and
they were trying.
HA.
They were trying. They said they even found a giant Buddha there,
What?
so a combination of Buddha and Egyptian kind of feel.
Wow. So
And the craziest thing is that it's a very hard to get to location. It's very difficult to traverse. And right now, there is still an entrance to where they said it was, and it's being guarded by a soldier with an M16.
what?
There is a soldier with an M16, just one dude. I guess that's his gig. You're just
Let's go get him.
Right.
Well,
right. We can take him.
No, we'll just do the old. Like I've played so many video games, so you got to get one guy away from a door, right? You like
Throw a rock.
You throw a rock.
Get under a box.
Or, box, perfect. Some type of tasty thing, like just within his view to make him walk away.
Do you have any tasty stuff with you?
Oh, we're in hell though. I don't know.
Yeah, where I am devoid of all tastiness.
I'm probably
Why do you
the
guys call
tastiest
this
thing out
hell?
there right now.
You know that you're
because we died. And have you heard the shit me and him say all the time? There's no way we went anywhere else.
You guys know that your mindset is dependent on the reality you want to project onto yourself, right?
Yes.
What is this, like romp the shit going on here?
All you guys have to do is just think of a positive environment and embrace it around yourself.
Why don't you shove that hippie shit right up your ass?
We're in hell.
We're in hell.
Because we're in goddamn hell.
We're dealing with, there's voices, there's vampire wolves. Hell. I mean, fuck. I mean, what more do you need to know that we are not in the happy place right now?
If it's not hell,
you guys are making me
it's
upset.
a cousin.
But we might have a way out, because here's David Icke. You've heard of David Icke. He's a guy that has some really great ideas and then some really stupid fucking crap. Actually, more stupid crap than great ideas. But he claims that the entrance to the fourth dimension is contained within that area in the Grand Canyon. And so the ancient Egyptians did not travel here like across land. They traveled and transported
and
here.
That's why they could just hit like India and get the Buddhist stuff.
Right.
And
oh my God.
Yeah, they're just on vacay.
They were just like basically portal gunning around the world in ancient
Wouldn't
times.
you if you could?
If I found it, yeah. I'd probably have a guy standing with an M16 outside of that too to make sure no one was like using my portal when I didn't want them to.
You would have one guy,
just
with
dude.
one gun.
So you know what? Well, means I'm probably have only enough money to pay for one guy to stand there, and only probably one gun. Honestly, that's probably me. I don't. Yeah, I don't.
To make sure.
I'd spend the entire time guarding that door instead of actually using the portal to
right.
Just
Same,
I could really go in there, but I'm just too afraid anyone else is going to use it.
I'm going to be doing that same thing.
How much do they trust this man with the M16 who has the fourth dimension behind him and is like just a good soldier standing there like, you know what? Nope.
Hey, maybe
out.
it's been the same dude since 1909.
Then maybe they just that's his
like,
off time.
He's like an ancient soldier of Egyptian times. He's like, he's been there the entire time.
He just got modernized weaponry.
Like in the which one is it?
Aliens.
Indiana Jones and the
Last Crusade.
Yes, and where they find the guy that's been guarding the the Holy Grail. The guy that's been guarding the Holy Grail the entire time. It's like the same thing, except it's a dude with an M16.
But that
and
dude
he's been out there since 1909.
Shit. Like he didn't stop anyone from doing anything. So
yeah, this is like starting the fucking like fourth or third World War. What would be really funny is like this was like an old throwaway script that Ian Fleming's first draft was like, one man guards the entrance to the start of World War III. No, not believable. Just throws it away.
Crumples it up. No,
Number two,
that's
a man is playing poker and he's super lucky. Let's start
and he's
with
also dashingly handsome.
But of course.
Believable.
And so, if you take all of this information that is all completely real and there's no way it's false, we can all completely know beyond a shadow of a doubt that Egyptians had a huge society inside the Grand Canyon before there were Native Americans that has a portal to the fourth dimension, and underneath Los Angeles there is a hidden reptilian city. Okay. And we can all just agree to that. It's true. It's just fact. Okay, it's science, people.
That's a hard sell.
It's not. It's truth. I mean, there's an old
truth
ancient
sometimes
guy.
is a hard sell.
Yeah, I know. Nowadays, isn't it?
It's depends upon how fake your news is.
Truth isn't the truth. God, that makes me sick just even saying it.
Ugh.